So I want to show you the chart of Dr. Brian Weiss. I think that's how it is pronounced. So Dr. Brian Weiss, he's a renowned psychiatrist from US. He is widely known as a psychiatrist, a hypnotist, and a past life regression therapist. That's the main thing. So what he does is that he uses hypnotic techniques to guide his patients into their past lives, to find out the root causes of their present life issues. So that's how he facilitates the healing. Dr. Vyas has authored several books, like several influential books actually, wherein he documented his sessions with his patients and the profound transformations his patients experienced. So I'm generally interested in past life reincarnation because I learned Shaiva Siddhantam, so the Vedic philosophy, and Karma Siddhanta, the karmic philosophy. So basically, they all talk about who we are, what is the universe, and what is life, and everything. I mean, that's how Google recommended the books of Dr. Vyas several months ago, and I started, reading it, and I got hooked. So I felt compelled to study his chart. So as you can see, he has Moola rising. His ascendant nakshatra itself is Moola. And what is Moola? Moola literally means the root. It represents uprooting. It represents going to the root cause, digging deep, going to the origin of things. Just imagine how fitting it is for someone whose entire therapeutic approach, entire profession revolves around tracing the problems back to their karmic roots. I mean, I have expected Moola to be there somewhere, like in the seventh house or 10th house, because they both are connected to career. But this is, to my amazement, it is like in the ascendant itself. And the lord of Moola Nakshatra, planetary lord, is Ketu. That itself is in the ascendant. That means from his childhood, he would have had that deep introspective nature. And then if you see, Rahu is in the seventh house, in Punarvasu, and seventh house is your clients. The axis itself is a strong signature of someone who is inwardly detached, someone who is spiritually inclined and pulled towards exploring the unseen dimensions of life, like the unknown territory, unknown dimensions of life. That's what it does, like especially with Ketu and Rahu. Ketu in the first house. Rahu in the first house will be very outwardly, but Ketu in the first house, along with the Moola, and this Ketu is also in Uttarashada, in Sagittarius. So this is very deep. This Ketu is very deep. It's like some 3, 4 times deeper than other people who are having Ketu in their ascendant. And it is also with Moola and Pranapada. His prana itself is in Moola. Prana is the life force that itself is in Moola. So whenever he is finding the root cause of something, that's when his life force becomes replenished. And on the other hand, if you can see, like he has Rahu in the seventh house in Punarvasu. Punarvasu is the restoration of life. Punarvasu. Punar means re, and Vasu means birth. So rebirth, restoration of life energy, restoration of jiva. So seventh house is the clients, his patients. So people who come to him, they get restored by going through their root cause problems and healing. So that's the best part. Ketu in the first house, it creates a personality that is introversial nature, intuitive, instinctive, and deeply disinterested in worldly distractions. Like their focus is multifolded. Like I said, they will look like they are just focusing on something, but their mind will be like some 3, 4 levels deep. When you call them, they will not even listen. You have to shake them. Only then they'll be like, oh, I was just deeply focused on something like that. Multi-layer focus they will have. I mean, also look at his moon. His moon is in the eighth house in Pushya Nakshatra. So Pushya is the nourishing star, the motherly natured star, which is connected to healing, connected to teaching, protection, nourishment. And in the eighth house, it also gains access to hidden knowledge, mysteries. Eighth house is also transformation. This is a classic example for someone dealing with life and death scenarios, rebirth scenarios, psychological healing, hypnosis, occult sciences, regression therapies. Also, take a look at his ninth house. He has Jupiter in the ninth house, and Jupiter is Atmakaraka for him. It is in 28 degrees of Uttara Falguni Nakshatra. Ninth house is the house of Dharma, higher knowledge, spiritual wisdom. This is another textbook example for someone playing the role of a guru for others, role of a guide, because he has his Atmakaraka in the ninth house. Indicates the sole purpose connected to teaching divine truths, spreading wisdom, the guide that others are looking forward. Also, look at his Venus. Venus is another healer. Venus is the Sanjeevani, and Venus is placed in 12th house in Scorpio, in Jeshta Nakshatra. It is the birth nakshatra of Venus, Shukracharya. Venus is the lord of the 6th and 11th house here. 6th house is the house of service, healing, and 11th house is house of gains, gains through service. So Venus sitting in the house of isolation, house of past lives, house of subconscious mind, and Scorpio is the natural eighth house of deep transformative healing. And Jeshta is the elder one. Jeshta literally means the elder one, the one with the secret knowledge. Jeshta is a very mystical nakshatra. It represents secret knowledge, it represents hidden power. And the Venus represents Sanjeevani. Sanjeevani, the restoration of life. Once again, the the energy of Punarvasu is seen in Venus also, naturally. In the 12th house, it shows that his love, devotion, and service are directed towards healing others at a subconscious, karmic, even soul level healing. That's what you should read his books and you should watch his YouTube videos and all. It is amazing, amazing, guys. I don't believe in like these type of therapists easily. I had my doubts in the beginning, but yeah, look at his chart, his textbook. He is destined to be a healer in this way. His Venus has the power to connect deeply with people in altered states of consciousness through hypnosis, through dreams, through regression. And being the sixth lord in the 12th house, it also shows Viparit Raj Yoga. Like it shows dissolving diseases and suffering, long term suffering, because sixth house shows chronic sufferings. But sixth lord in the 12th house. So it shows the dissolution of the suffering, long term suffering, karmic suffering. So when we step back and look at his chart as a whole, it's clear that Dr. Brian Weiss was destined to be a surgeon. I mean, like a soul surgeon, I would say. I don't know why I said surgeon, it just came to me. But yeah, we can say that he's a soul surgeon. He surgeries your soul. Every planetary position clearly shows that one theme, healing through finding the roots. It's more than a chart of a psychiatrist. Thank you, guys.